Hello everyone and welcome to the next series in the Intel Extreme Masters Season 2 Finals. This is the last match in Group A and both of these players will be eliminated from the tournament once the group stage is over. So we're only playing for the 4th rank of Group A here, which still is playing for something because there is a considerable difference in prize money at stake here. Rank 4 of each group gets $1,000 US. Rank 5 gets $500 US. So as I said, something to play for between the two players, which are HasuObs, the German undead, at the bottom left of Turtle Rock in red, and HoT, the Ukrainian night elf, in blue at the top right. And HoT has at least been able to win one best of 3 in these finals, which was the one against Lin. Therefore, he's in a little bit of a better position, at this point of the tournament compared to his opponent. HasuObs hasn't scored a victory in these finals yet, and therefore HasuObs has to win this best of 3 with a 2-0 map score in order to make it up to rank 4 of this group. HoT needs one map win in order to stay at rank 4 and keep HasuObs at rank 5. HasuObs with a rather, normal ghoul build here, going for a rather quick Death Knight, building the 3rd ghoul currently, and HoT on the other hand with a Tavern Hero build, and we've seen him play Night Elf versus Undead on Turtle Rock in these finals once before, which was in his match against Proteus, and in that one he decided to go for a Beastmaster first, and I would be expecting him to try and apply that same strategy in this game. I mean, he ended up losing against Proteus, but I don't think that's a reason to basically throw his entire strategy overboard. Death Knight with the Dust and Rod heading across the map here. A bunch of ghouls in the base, but for the time being the Death Knight is going to be the only one going out on the map here. And actually he's won some very valuable time here with the Scout Acolyte, blocking the Beastmaster now for a bit. Blocked the Beastmaster previously with the Scout Acolyte, and so he decided not to start creeping immediately, but eventually just started attacking the Acolyte. So yeah, some valuable time gained there by HasuObs, who is now just roaming around this first green creep camp. It's not going to make it all too easy on his opponent to get that one crept. 4th Archer is now out. HoT starts to creep. HasuObs is pulling 5 ghouls, building another one, decides not to take just yet. The ghouls begin to creep. So do the archers. Let's see if he's going for the Quirl Beast. It looks like he isn't. First Skeleton Summon. No, he's actually going for the Quirl Beast, so getting a bunch of XP here. Getting, of course, the entire creep camp on the other side of the map in the meantime. Vision for now is gone, but the second skeleton is moving in right now. Just keeps an eye on the well-being of this turtle. Of course, once it's under 100 HP, HasuObs would love to coil it down. He needs one more hit with the Death Knight here in order to be able to coil it. That's what he's doing. He's getting surrounded though. Has to pull the Town Portal beforehand, though. He picked up the Slippers of Agility. I mean, not a great item, but a little bit of gold for him at least. And now he's level 2 already, so there was some very quick leveling on the side of the Undead. And the Beastmaster is going to have to catch up here. He definitely needs level 2 as quickly as possible as well. A 5th Archer has spawned in the meantime. So tech-wise, the players are basically at the same speed. Graveyard is already coming on the side of HasuObs, so keep an eye on his base to look out for that second crypt. And HoT, just continues creeping. Looks like it's going a little bit slowly here, and the ghouls with the Death Knight are already coming in, and HasuObs is gonna, doesn't need to, but he's gonna love to just keep applying the pressure. He has reached level 2 already. He's not gonna get level 3 all too soon here, and he's gonna make life difficult for this Beastmaster, especially if he gets a surround here. But it looks like that's not gonna be the case, or is it? Going for another surround attempt, but no. The Beastmaster barely squeezes out. Okay, now is he building the crypt? Probably. Maybe not. No, he's going out for scouting again, so it looks like he may be not playing gargoyles. Very uncharacteristic for HasuObs. I mean, he didn't play gargoyles in every single Undead versus Night Elf game he ever played, but usually it was a pretty safe assumption But alright, in this case, it looks like it's probably not going to be gargoyles. So more damage dealt to one of the ghouls. HasuObs is doing a good job here, blocking though, making sure he doesn't have to spend a coil to keep that ghoul alive. Another one is taking more damage, and this may be a little bit dangerous, because now he has taken quite a bit of damage on 3 of his ghouls, and yeah, he's not playing gargoyles. So usually against this number of archers and the panda second that is to be expected out of the night elf, the undead would love to get a naga second, just to keep the pressure up, you know, keep these archers on the run and just stop the night elf from creeping in this period right now, in which he would just love to creep to get the maximum utility out of these archers. But I'm not sure if he's really... Okay, he's getting the Naga second. I'm not sure if he's really gonna be able to apply so much pressure with a Death Knight, 3 ghouls and the Naga. So that's a little bit curious here by HoT. Excuse me, by HasuObs. HoT in the meantime, double lores, no second hero just yet. He's pulling the creeps. I'm not really sure if he's really going to be able to creep that. In the meantime, the panda is out. He needs to pay attention here, though, not to get surrounded. Just as I say, the nice 4 units around there by HasuObs, and at the same time, the Beastmaster at 40 HP, and that was definitely too much multitasking required here out of HoT. The panda has fallen in that 4 units around, and the rest of his units have to fall back. Beastmaster had to use the Moomers, and it looks like some very easy experience is going to be granted to the undead heroes. And with this strategy, well, let's quickly take a look at the Night Elf base first. Panda is being revived, no tier 3 yet, new wisps. With this strategy, which I imagine, I mean, he's bringing another wisp in here. I imagine this is the same strategy that he applied against Proteus, which is tier 2 expansion and mass dryads. Oh, it looks like HasuObs did just use a greater mana potion here, which he must have found there, so getting the perfect item, and even using that just to steal another creep, just to keep the Beastmaster on a low experience count. With this strategy, to quickly finish that thought, while another wisp is being hunted down here, and maybe even another one. Oh no, it doesn't look like that. With this strategy, if he ever gets this expansion up and running, he cannot afford to have the undead just hardcore out leveling him, because he's got a Beastmaster and a Panda, which are, you know, fine, more or less, but neither of them is really able to disable these undead heroes. And I'm assuming he's going tier 3 and adding a Slaughterhouse, and he's gonna add a Lich on tier 3. And if he doesn't get the... Let me just quickly keep an eye on the space. Yeah, he's still building mass strides. If he doesn't get this tier 2 expansion up soon, and at the same time, continues to creep at least as well as his opponent, then he's just gonna face super strong heroes here, which aren't gonna be mana burned ever, and which are gonna have a great impact on every late game fight there is. Yeah, so it looks like he may be going ahead and creep the red camp here. HasuObs seems to be aware of what HoT has got up his sleeve strategically, so he's just continuing to scout here. He sees he's still on tier 2, and he's always keeping track of this position here. Oh, Shockwave. Again 40 HP. The creeps are really putting everything onto that Beastmaster. I mean, there's gonna be the Rune of Healing right now, so this is fine. HasuObs is coming in though. Luckily for HoT, there is the ward here, so he sees the undead army coming in. The creep camp is almost gone, except for these two. Troll Berserker is gonna be killed. Now the Night Elf army will retreat. So tier 3 finished. Excuse me, Lich is coming, Frenzy is coming. By the way, what did he find here? Medallion of Courage, and here he must have found those boots. I mean, boots, fine item, but with these two rather solid heroes, the Night Elf would never buy the Boots of Speed, you know. This isn't a Demon Hunter, this isn't like a Warden, this isn't one of those agile heroes that just wants to run around and deal as much damage, as much, you know, physical damage as possible. So yeah, Lich is out. Orb is being added. Okay, now we see tier 3, so it looks like HoT may have given up on his strategy. I mean, keep in mind the game against Proteus he lost, but it was looking promising at a point. If a few things had gone differently, I imagine that game could have gone in HoT's favor as well. But this early game was just horrible for him. So I guess it makes sense to not basically force a strategy that is not going to be working out anymore. So next fight is happening. The Goose are coming in from the top. The first archer is about to fall. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire is coming in. No TP for HasuObs, but he's not going to be the one needing one. Inward Potion on the Panda already had to be used. The Heal Scroll on the side of HasuObs is now being used. Goose are trying to attack the, well, somewhat vulnerable archers. It's the first Goose that are falling right now. At the same time, the first archers falling as well. I think 3 Goose may have fallen, and 3 or 4 Goose even. 1, 2, 3. May have been 3, may have been 4. But all in all, the trade may have been acceptable for HoT, but he had to pull the town portal. And at the end of the day, HasuObs did get another very valuable creep camp here, finding the Scroll of the Beast. And, you know, continues to be a very strong presence on the map. The Ancient of War is getting ready here. HoT just wants to be left alone for the time being, at least until his tier 3 is finished and he's getting Master Bears and everything, but HasuObs is not gonna let that happen. He's just gonna be standing on his toes, and he's gonna be creeping right in front of the Knight of Snows, and I don't see HoT being able to do all too much about it. HasuObs making the creeps here, for some reason. Not attacking the Ancient of War here though, so that the creeps would attack it as well. And HoT may be best advised to just leave this one be and creep the red camp. But look at HasuObs, he's scouting again with the skeleton, so he's very aware of what HoT could be doing here, but he's not gonna let him. Quickly getting rid of another creep camp. And are we gonna see a fight here soon? Is Master finished already? Yeah, Master must have just finished, so perhaps HoT can at least try and get into a fight here, but I mean, it's gonna be quite difficult. I mean, it's basically level 332 that HasuObs has here. Very strong heroes. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire is coming. Coil Nova on the Panda immediately. There is a staff on the Beastmaster, and he's probably gonna be forced to use it. Is there another coil? There is, but perhaps on cooldown. It's being used right now to save a Fiend here. Thus far, no unit lost by either of them in the fight. Scroll of the Beast used. Now the Bear is being staffed here on pretty low HP. One of the Fiends is falling, but the Beastmaster is going to be forced to use his Town Portal here. Once again, the second Fiend is falling. First Stride is falling as well. Once again, the trade itself definitely acceptable for HoT, but the Town Portal is gone as well. And another camp will go to HasuObs. And he doesn't even have a level 3 Panda. I mean, compare these heroes. There's this Beastmaster with no useful items. There's this Panda with okay, somewhat useful item, but given that he grabbed the red camp, not what he was hoping for. Level 3 and almost 3 against 3.5, 3, and a level 2 Lich that isn't gonna stop leveling anytime soon. HasuObs found, by the way, the big inward portion here. Getting another statue, is gonna get another abomination afterwards. Well, the first abomination, if I'm seeing this correctly, yeah. Gonna be at exactly 50 supply. He's having a little bit of lumber issues, but the tools are doing their best here. In the meantime, where can HoT even go? Wow, he's been seen here by the Fiend, so looks like he may have tried to sneak past the Undead to perhaps go for the red camp here, but HasuObs knows about that already. Shit, this is looking like quite a scary army. Is HasuObs still gonna be fighting here? He rebought the Town Portal. Dispelling here, calling the Fiend. I mean, he doesn't necessarily want a Town Portal desperately. Perhaps he can find some good pickoffs around the corner before he's forced to Town Portal. So first Summon is being killed here. First Bear is being attacked. There's the Town Portal. And is a Fiend gonna fall here? No, nothing lost. Well, a Town Portal lost. A Bear killed. This creep camp has been taken. HasuObs, of course, look at this bank. He's got 1,000 gold. No way he's gonna fight there. He's gonna wait until all of these resources are on the battlefield. I guess no web here available or really even necessary. HoT is trying to go for the camp. HasuObs doing the same thing. The well, first creep has gone down. The Ogre Lord surrounded is gonna go to HoT as well. Hood of Cunning, another unfortunate item drop for him. HasuObs is gonna pick up the rest of this creep camp. HoT doesn't dare going in here, surprisingly. I mean, his army is looking quite scary at the moment. Sort some stuff. Scarlet Town Portal, both of them do have. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire is coming in again. Immediately the nuke on the Panda. This is just the issue with that hero combo. If the undead heroes become so strong, the Panda and the Beastmaster immediately taken out of this fight. And now, even though he's got a huge supply disadvantage, HasuObs doesn't have the hardest job in the world microing here. Taking down one more bear with the focus fire. Kiting back is going to take down the next bear. Is there staff available? Well, it may be, but... no, the Panda has been staffed here, so staff isn't available. The next bear has been taken down. A statue morphed here. Another bear killed, another fiend killed. But it is the Night Elf who has to retreat, despite the, well, gigantic army lead, at least on paper. See if this bear is gonna get killed. Yeah, isn't a... aha, okay, it's staffing it. Wasn't able to morph in into Master Shape quite quickly enough. And at the end of the day, it's actually HoT who's forced to leave this fight. Even though HasuObs has 1,400 gold on the in the bank. I mean, okay, the Flute of Accuracy also doesn't exactly hurt him. Must have found that one up there. So item-wise, this is going really well as well for Hasu. All of the camps he's grabbed, he's gotten items that were at least somewhat useful, whereas HoT, granted, he didn't get a lot of high-value creeps, but he got both of the red camps in the corner, and he got Medallion of Courage and Hood of Cunning. Instead of, for example, Command Aura and Endurance Aura. So not particularly lucky. One of mana stealing for HasuObs, this time one on the, well, more unfortunate end of the spectrum. Destroyers being sent across the map to do some scouting. So level 4, 3 heroes. HasuObs is finally going into upkeep. 57 supply right now. 7 of that in production though. Getting no further Ziggurat currently. Rather surprisingly. So he's gonna be stuck at 60 supply. Whereas HoT is again up at 67 already. But the heroes remain to be the issue. The Quilby is being taken out here. The last really high value creep camp is being crept right now on this map. HasuObs didn't get the last hit here. But the first bear is being killed by the German. He's core used already. One of mana stealing used as well by the Death Knight. The next bear is falling. The Abomination is taking a huge lot of damage there on the front. Coil is going onto the Beastmaster. There actually is no town portal on HoT. I'm just realizing it now, and he's losing everything except his ranged units at the moment. The Panda is also still standing. The last bear is about to be taken down. And then Dryads alone against these high level heroes aren't gonna be doing it unless you bring 15 Dryads, and there's the GG by HoT. Yeah, really well played by HasuObs, showing why he's always had the reputation to be great against Elf. I mean, not necessarily with non-gargoyle gameplay, but this went very much in his favor right from the beginning. Winning a bit of time there against the Beastmaster, being there right from the start to harass, being level 2 first, being there to prevent the Beastmaster from reaching level 2, and then basically those two horror scenarios for HoT taking place at the same time. His Beastmaster, for some reason, trying to creep the natural, and the Panda getting surrounded beautifully by 4 units of HasuObs. Was already a huge setback. He tried to go for that same strategy with the tier 2 expansion clearly, but that never worked out. And I mean, look at the difference in experience here. Almost twice as much gained by the undead. That is, yeah, all that basically needs to be said about this game. Going for those heroes which are very much, you know, intended to get an advantage early on, to boost the Night Elf army to, you know, much greater sizes than the undead army, just securing quick economy advantage with those, but on the other hand not being able to disable these very spell dependent 3 heroes of the undead. And at the end of the day, if those can reign free, then there's not much that can be done. there wasn't much that could be done in this case, and therefore HasuObs is up with 1-0, and it's gonna come down to the next map for the 4th place of this group, and that's gonna be TM.